What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and in today's video, you won't believe the drama. Okay, oh my gosh, we need to talk, because I feel like we need to talk. Literally, I am inside Louis Vuitton right now. I was shopping, looking at some new bags. This drama just popped off. I literally am in the VIP room at Louis Vuitton shooting this video for you guys because I can't get home fast enough to sit down and record it, so you're getting a voiceover. So here we go. So James Charles Trade, okay, one of the guys James Charles was talking to decided today to make a video exposing James and what really happens behind the scenes, and it's very interesting, the truth about James Charles. Anyways, I know it's very dramatic. I'm going to show you the video. Here we go.
Alrighty, here we are. We're back. It's been a minute. I made you guys wait a little longer than you wanted to. I need to get this right. Let's start from the beginning. January 2019, I receive a DM from this person. I'm sure you guys all know who I'm talking about. I proceeded to respond as a friend, like anyone would do. Especially to someone who has so much influence in this world today, you could say. In social media, yeah. From there, I'm gonna kind of skip over a lot and go right to this point. James then saw this as an opportunity to manipulate me as a person who may or may not have been trying to figure things out about their sexuality after the fact of telling him that I was straight multiple times. He then started to begin putting a little bit of pressure on me, of getting to know me without disregarding the fact that I told him I was straight. Because as you all know, this person 99.9, maybe even 100% of the time goes after heterosexual men. I told James I wasn't interested in any of that. We then stopped talking for a while. He had to shoot a video in New York City for a bit, but I was in school. He came here. He wanted to hang out. I told him I was busy. His flight got delayed, so then he saw this as a perfect opportunity to hang out, even though I told him I was busy. He then proceeded to get mad at me for not clearing my schedule to meet up, hang out, get food, chill, whatever, talk. And he went off on social media. First of all, he blocked me on everything. Went off on social media, and this is the first time that I was, I guess, subtweeted about. Here's a screenshot. The tweet about pretty boys being assholes and whatnot. That's about me. So I was blocked on everything. And a little side note, he mentions a lot that he had to grow up a lot faster than everyone else around him because of how fast he grew on social media and publicly.
I have matured and grown up way faster than anybody else my age. Since we also have very similar taste in guys too.
Hot.
Masculine.
Straight. We just want what we can't have.
So he's not stupid. He's not an idiot. He knows he's going after straight boys. And he just continues to lead himself on, I guess you could say. He was aware how I felt about him. He constantly kept telling me while we were hanging out at Coachella that he appreciated that I was always 100% honest with him. If I was ever a little vague, I was never telling him what he wanted to hear, or I was never lying to him. It was always how I felt at the time, and he knew that. I'm gonna stop eating now because I'm chewing pretty loud. I'm stress eating, I guess you could say. So he was aware how I felt about him and basically still pursued this action. In between a week or two, I was blocked and unblocked multiple times because maybe I wouldn't respond to his Snapchat right away, or maybe I wouldn't respond to his DM right away, or I wouldn't pick up a FaceTime call. So he then unblocked me and continued to speculate that he didn't know or that he forgot that I told him I was straight in the beginning. So then invited me to Coachella, and I denied the first time he asked me. I denied both times he asked me. He asked me like one day, and the next day after he asked me again. I said no. After I said no, he got mad again and blocked me on everything. Once again. So we didn't talk for probably 2 weeks. I then got in contact with him again after a few weeks and told him I did want to go to Coachella. So I ended up going to Coachella, right? Because I thought it was going to be a good time. And it was. It was an awesome weekend. Hung out with all of them. It was a blast. So I got there. We were all hanging out. We were having a good time. We go to Coachella first day, second day, all that. It was a great time. One of the best weekends of my life, not going to lie. It was a lot of fun. There was some points where I guess he was not sure how I was feeling, even though I was telling him the whole time I wasn't into, I guess you could say, experimenting at that time. He proceeded to get extremely upset with me because of that and kind of tried to play his emotions and push his emotions onto me to kind of guilt me into trying something that I didn't want to do. So after I denied any of that, he, I guess, went to Twitter again later on. So at the end of Coachella, all of his friends, I guess, came to a conclusion that I was using him. But of course, like up front, they're gonna act like my best friends. Right as I left, he put up the tweet about the real friends and all of that stuff, which was kind of irrelevant, the tweet, but that just shows like you leave right away and they're already like, I guess, talking bad about you and they can't say it to your face, which is kind of shitty. And what's interesting is like these influencers are like chasing clout all the time and they're all loud when it's drama, right? But only when it's amongst themselves because it generates the views and the engagement. But when it comes to like someone like me, a normal person who's not like an influencer or public figure or anything like that, they couldn't be truthful. And this person had to take it to social media and all that. And what's funny is this individual has already been involved in like 2 other major scandals, which just shows how much not even this one person but all of them rely on scandals, you could say. And you could come at me and say you're making this video to be a part of that, but like it's just, you could think what you want. I really don't care. I'm making this video because I want to. This person is aware of how much money they make off of these scandals. This is not me trying to come at them. It's more or less kind of just letting you guys know all of the drama that even has occurred after this. And this person has mentioned it to me multiple times when I was there that all of these scandals drive more engagement and more revenue, just capital on top of capital, and I think it's ironic that I'm the con artist, I'm the clout chaser. You don't think it's possible to be a clout chaser if you're the top dog, like in the industry? You could absolutely chase clout. You create the clout that you bring onto yourself through these scandals and through the drama. Yeah, so thanks to you guys, I was pressured into making this second video. It was a good time. That's the tea. See you later.
Okay, did you survive that? I know, so annoying. Okay, first of all, this is my opinion, my conspiracy allegedly, and we can agree to disagree, and hopefully we can have healthy conversations in the comments section of this video. I think that this guy should not have made the video about James. I think it makes him look extremely messy, but at the same time, it seems like he was hurt, and hurt people hurt people. Can we just say that? Hurt people hurt people. I think that James tweeting on Twitter about about a guy being a con artist, or a guy lied to me or broke my heart. James would tweet stuff like that out, but he wouldn't ever tag who it is. But this guy felt like it was about him, and most likely it was, and so he just kind of felt like there were direct attacks. So therefore, I think that's why he made the video. I think that if you are a guy like James and you're interested in other guys, especially you're interested in straight guys, it's kind of like a difficult territory, because some guys just don't want anything to do, with hooking up with another guy. That makes sense? Like, I don't think James Charles was forcing himself upon him or anything like that, but I think, do you want to go to Coachella? I mean, that's huge. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, just buy him a bag or something. But it's kind of like maybe James was really hurt because he really liked this guy, and the guy was like, nah, I'm not really interested. I think you're cool, but I'm not really interested in you like that. And I think they're both hurt. I think James is in the wrong, and I also think this guy's in the wrong. I don't think nobody is perfect in this situation, but it's very interesting because I feel like there's a lot more that we don't even know. So I'll be very surprised if there's not another video coming out about this. And I think James should really try to reach out to this guy and, tell him if there's anything James can do to stop it, because I think it'll get a lot more messier than it gets resolved, if that makes sense. And especially around James' tour about to drop, it's not very good publicity. But if you remember in the video, the guy was talking about something about drama feeds the fuel or something like that. So I don't know who he was talking about, or maybe I missed it when I watched the video. But I was like, did James tell him that drama promotes it and sells? I don't know if that's what he was talking about, or was he talking about another influencer. But what I will say, because I really haven't said anything much about the whole gummy bear situation and the Tati Westbrook, I think that James Charles has enough money, honestly, to buy his own security. When I have meet and greets myself, I hire my own Houston Police Department 2 security officers with guns who are police officers, not just regular security guards. And I have not even close to the following James Charles has, but I'm still able to pull off having my own security when I hold events. I'm still able to even pay for my own music videos, funded 100% by me. Then Kathleen Lights, who wants to charge you $5 on her Patreon, but we're not going to go there. Anyways, if you haven't seen my music video, it's on my YouTube channel, check it out. Don't be shady. Okay, but let's just be honest for a second. Have you ever, this is people in the comments, have you ever hooked up with a straight guy and you're gay? If you're gay and you hooked up with a straight guy, hit the number 2. And let's just be honest. I don't really need to come on to straight boys. They hit on me, honey. The straight men come to me. Okay? Let's just be honest. Even if straight women come over to me and want to talk to me, it's very crazy. I think that James Charles shouldn't really have to pursue straight guys. They would just come to him, and he has enough money that he could hire a boyfriend and be like, you know what, I'm lonely in the house, be my boyfriend, here's a couple $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, oh my gosh, people do it all the freaking time. In states that is legal. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, I'm getting off topic. But I'm just saying, James, if you want a boyfriend for social media, you could easily pay an actor. You live in Hollywood. You can do the whole fake boyfriend thing. People do it all the time. Allegedly people say it's Trisha Paytas and Jason Nash, but we're not going there. It's in a whole other freaking video. We're not going on that route. Because then people get all upset because you don't want to offend the Trisha Paytas community. I think their relationship is real. I think this relationship with this boy and James Charles is real, because there's going to be a lot of people in the comments who have theories that this is fake. They're going to say that this whole thing is contrived drama and that James told him to make the video to boost sales for the ticket charts or whatever, going on tour, and maybe a palette that James has coming out later on in summertime. Yeah, rumors. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's all meant to drive sales in that way. I do think that the boy was hurt. And I think that looking back at this, James Charles, when he's like maybe 30, 40, 50 years old, girl, he's going to look back at all this drama, and he's not going to be happy with it, you know? I mean, I'm living for it right now. I mean, start all the drama you want. It gives us something new and hot, fresh to talk about, other than Kathleen Lights with her damn, what was it? Kathleen Lights' boring ass freaking makeup merch, or her merch. How are you going to have... Kathleen Lights been on YouTube for like 10 years, and she finally comes out with merch, and it's just a hat, a pin, and a sock. Really? And everyone else dropping full collections, girl, for the summer and spring and winter. Anyway, I digress. Anyways, Kathleen Lights born in the house. Made that video the other day, and I got attacked for it, but that's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. Anyways, James Charles out here trying to get the straight boys, and they're mad, and they're not having it. I think James Charles should focus on trying to hook up with straight boys who are down, than not being messy and want to make a video about it. Because, I mean, let's be honest. A real straight boy ain't going to sit down and make no video. They're going to be like, oh, man, this rich guy tried to hit on me, and I was like, nah. And then he'll just go back to his regular little life. But I don't know why this boy felt he needed to go make a video about it. I thought that was very feminine of him to go expose James. But I'm not taking James' side, and I'm not taking the other boy's side either. I'm just saying... I think that it's real. I don't think it's fake. And I think James should focus on just buying him a fake boyfriend in Hollywood for the gram. Because people do it all the time. That makes sense? Okay, guys. Leave this video a thumbs up. Leave it a like. It's going to get extremely messy. And I don't want nothing to do with it. Because y'all didn't hear this drama from me. Alright? I'm just reporting the news. This boy made a video. And we're just talking about it. I don't want you to think that this is a hate video. However, it's not looking too good for James Charles right now. His mom's popping off on Twitter, $500 tickets, and then his trade over here dropping videos about him talking about he wanted to hook up, and I was like, nah, it's getting very messy to have. Anyways, let me know what you think about all that drama, and I'll see you in the comments.